and welcome back to KTN News Desk. I'm Michael Karanja. Now, Kenya has been ranked highly in terms of its ability to attract foreign direct investment, and the man who's charged with packaging Kenya as an ideal investment destination is one Dr. Moses Ikiara, who's the CEO of the Kenya Investment Authority. Moses, you have the Kenya International Investment Conference coming up later on this month. How are you planning to sell Kenya as one of those go-to places in terms of foreign direct investment?
Okay, thank you very much, Michael. Yeah, I think Kenya, the story is easy to sell, I think, largely, because Kenya is in a moment that is, doesn't come all the time. Yeah. We have a lot of investment opportunities because of Innovation 2030. The ambition that we want to have, every Kenyan having an income of about $3,000, and all the other achievements we want, first-class infrastructure, and good quality of life, a good living environment, and all that. Those ambitions require quite heavy investment, and I think this has led to identification of many investment opportunities from all sectors. So we are looking at a country at the moment where, if you are looking at a big infrastructure project, they are available, including the country's second transport corridor, starting from Lamu Port all the way to Juba and then to Addis Ababa. We are also looking at smaller projects. If you real estate, we know we have a housing requirement of about 200,000 units every year. We also need to add value to our food. Food security is also an area. We have the 1 million acre irrigation project. And
so all these different sectors is what you're packaging to present to the attendees of this international conference.
Yes, but besides that, besides the opportunities, there are many other things going for Kenya. First of all, it is really the region's hub. If you are looking at financial services, you are looking at logistics. If you are looking at how easily you can get to the rest of the continent and other parts of the world, that is a very strong advantage for Kenya.
Right. Moses, if I was just to ask you, sorry to interject, but Kenya's main undoing has been its ease of doing business. We don't rank favorably on the World Bank's ease of doing business index. We only came up one place to 136. How then do you assure investors that they'll actually come up and be able to set up and make money out of investments made in Kenya?
Okay. Business people look at those kind of indicators, but they don't look at those indicators alone. Yeah. They're actually smart. What they do is that they want to talk to people who are doing business in Kenya. For instance, you may ask yourself, how do you reconcile the fact that a lot of multinationals prefer to relocate their African headquarters from elsewhere to Nairobi? Yeah. And yet the indicator is the index is not that high. So what happens? The business people, they like to hear from their colleagues who are in the market, know what is going. Yeah. So I think there are a lot of good things they'll tell you. They tell you, for instance, if you relocate to Kenya, I mean, in terms of the quality of human resource you get, it's like a breath of fresh air. So while, of course, the index is not something we can ignore, and we can be happy.
It's not one tool just to overrule.
Yes, it's not one tool, but also it is, even if it's not also a perfect yardstick, we must worry about our ranking in that. Right. But there are many things going for this country.
Moses, just finally, just to ask you, when you were announcing this conference about 2 weeks back, you mentioned that you were looking at the tax kind of breaks that multinationals get when they come to set up. Is this something that you'll also be telling them that, look, it would be business as usual in terms of the tax holidays that they get?
Okay, yes. Well, first of all, they never have this chance. Of course, the conference is on 19th and 20th of this November, and we want to really have a conference with a difference, where we bring in top quality international investors from around the world, and they come and meet Kenyan agencies, national and county governments, showcasing their investment opportunities, and also the quality export products that we have. So we actually, even though we are talking about investment, we are focusing on investment and trade. Having said that,
All right. Just talk about the tax breaks.
The tax breaks.
Are we going to see an end to that? Just briefly, are we going to see an end to that, or is it something still in discussion?
No. I think we will not see an end to that. We will not see an end. What's happening actually? We are improving. Special economic zones are coming. They are going to bring a different set of incentives and make it even the country more attractive to investors. So what I think we cannot, even though when you read literature, you find the people saying that if you focus on incentives alone, it is something that is a race to the bottom. And the experience has shown that the best incentives is when you create a good environment, you reduce the cost of production, make sure infrastructure is good, and make sure other factors are okay. But even fiscal incentives are important, but you must always make sure that the benefits you get are higher than the cost, the opportunity cost.
All right, thank you very much, Moses.
Thank you very much.
That has been Moses Sikiara, CEO of the Kenya Investment Authority, just telling us about the Kenya International Investment Conference that's going to be taking place from the 19th to 20th of November, the Kenyatta International Conference Center.